Hey, welcome to my garden again. It is May 18th. I just finished digging these up. There's about, well, over 200 plus concertina iris. They're like a peach color iris with a purple beard. Have too many of them. I already dug up probably another 100 or 200 and donated them to local education center that I worked at yesterday, redoing their butterfly garden. So I'm bringing those to the garden club meeting tomorrow, and they're not coming home with me. So lots changed. So the candy corn spirea is going yellow, and the blooms are just about to open. Not quite. The Bartzella peonies are still blooming. Some have ended. These are one of my favorites. Very fragrant. You walk by them and you can smell them as you walk by. Let's see. So our old peonies, some iris is still blooming. That's Octus Falls, the blue one. My knockout, I got a deadhead that. So these are the magenta ones we've had for a long time. And the pink ones, I believe, are close to the Sarah Bernhardt. But just struggle with the ones down here. Not sure why. You only got one stalk on here, two over there. I put in a new one there. See if it takes. See the front, everything's looking good. Problem now is I got maple trees growing everywhere from the seedlings. Still a couple iris blooming. That's a rock star. That's a orange invitation. I'm waiting for my dahlias are just starting to pop up. Hopefully they'll all come up. But you can see that one's coming up. But yeah, I'm getting a million of these little maple saplings from this seeds. Every year. So it is what it is. Try not to step on my dahlias. That's why I have flags out. So here's where I ripped out most of those iris. I still have a couple clumps of the concertina. I split that one. That's a starting fresh. It's all white with an orange beard, and the bottom petals are outlined in purple. I think I might have one still blooming. I took some of those concertinas out here. That's an October Splendor iris, so that'll bloom in September, October. This is filling in nicely. Just gotta take time. It's been really windy here. Everything's getting beat up. I gotta straighten my beard tongue. I got knocked over. So that's a Edith Wolford iris. Yeah, my roses, we had a couple days of really, really just heavy rain, and my roses just took a beating. But they're rebloomers, so I'm not concerned. Just at the time, it was kind of frustrating. So more dahlias where the flags are. I know I've seen 4 of them have growth in it. I'll see if the other ones come up. A couple more plants to get in. This is Sweet Williams, Sundrops, coneflower, and false sunflowers. And I just watered a bit. There we go. This is the starting fresh. as the one I just put over there. Very pretty, very unique with the outer purple band and the orange beard. I need to cut back all the other iris. I need to fill in a couple more spots. This is a butterfly weed. I think I took the tag out, yeah. And it's an orange butterfly weed. So I'm probably going to put it somewhere around here. This lilac will get 10-15 feet, but I can trim it to whatever I want. And it'll take a couple of years, so whatever I put around, I'm just gonna have to move anyhow. So, but everything's coming in. The hens and chicks have grown since I put them in. What I worked on today, besides digging out hundreds of iris and deadheading the roses, and so I added. So this was all Americana coreopsis, and it wasn't doing well. Half of it died out. It choked itself out, believe it or not. So it's a butterfly weed, the yellow sun drops. I had a salvia laying around, and that are Sweet William. It's a tall variety. Again, more peonies. This is it's a Julia Rose. They're coming to an end. Still pretty. Another Barzella. My old red rose, there's not a bud left. The storms basically took all the flowers off. The core one's got a bunch, and then I got the wild tea rose. Almost time to shave the Montauk's next month. That's what I remind people. June, mid to late June, you want to shave them about 1/3 of them down, and it'll help them get more blooms. My wand flowers starting to bloom. These are really cool. This whole stalk will just be covered in those pink flowers. What was the one I wanted to show you? My cone flowers are coming up. Hopefully they do better. Still, one of my favorite is the Jupiter's beards. I'm gonna try to get a couple more of those. So the arbor. So on the right, the red and white painted rose is a Cancun rose. And this pink one is a James Galway. Very unique, but they're almost in full bloom. My clematis is coming out. Hopefully that one grows a little bit more. This one's grown through, comes up through the top. Now the disappointing thing from my last video. So Lagerfeld rose, which is a lavender color. Seventh Heaven is yellow and orange and a little pink. Thought they died last year, so I moved them over here, give them another chance. They were both of them growing back. The Lagerfeld actually had 4 or 5 buds on it, and gone, all gone. So the deer stripped them. Stripped the Seventh Heaven one. Got 1 stalk left on that. So I put these cages around it. See if they'll come back again. My Sensation honeysuckle is not in full bloom, but it's getting there. I love this one because you have the white and the yellow, and yes, you can smell it. It is once this whole cage fills in, it's going to be awesome. So the obedient flowers are coming in, cone flowers, some Heliopsis. More cone flowers, more peonies. These are the Misaka, and a Julia Rose in the back. Butterfly bush is getting there. Let's see what else. Yeah, a lot of things shifting. The Siberian iris are blooming. Still waiting for. Here's the other thing the deer got me on. Some of my New England asters just shaved all the top of them off, but we'll see. So this is the yellow rose. This is a Teasing Georgia, and the red one is just a beautiful red. This is a Dublin Bay. So I gotta work this. Once they stop blooming, they'll start growing a little bit more, and I can wire them to the cage. The honeysuckle's working. I saw a couple hummingbirds on the major wheeler. Blueberries. See if we got any. We got a few. Not too many. The birds will steal them. They're still small, but we'll see. Cabbage is getting there. Broccoli has broccoli growing. So we'll see if anyone steals that. I start cleaning up, getting rid of all the maple seeds, which is just a long process. Not much in the back's changed. I just got to clean up, like I said, the maple seeds. The corbels are doing well. I want to get more of like the neon, like the twisted lime, or the lemon love, and put them down at the other end. Because I got a couple openings over here. I'm still trying to figure out what to do over here. Had the rhododendron died. But I want to put more of the corbels, the yellows and the greens. And the oak leaf hydrangeas are doing really well. I didn't check this one. Does this one have buds? This one's always a little bit behind. It's got a couple buds, but I need to move this one. I might move that one over there or over here. And then the grapes are in. So I finally got that one in. I dug out a 3-inch root from whatever that is, and I got in the Incredible hydrangeas. They get like 4 or 5 feet. So we'll see how they do here. The coral honeysuckles is starting to bloom. It's a very cool color. And then they still have this, which is a Fairy Trail Bride hydrangea. So, pretty flowers, a lot of clusters. I still need to figure out where I'm going to put that. So, I think my pansies are finally ready to get ripped out. But that's a quick tour. It's been a busy couple days, getting stuff in, moving stuff around. Still waiting. I have no idea. Keeps telling me it's a camellia, but we'll see. My gladiolas are coming up. all my milkweeds coming up. And my only foxglove I have left. I've given up trying to do foxglove. It's more of an annual. My bearded tongue. That's another Joe Pye weed. And but that's it. It's a garden. You got any questions? Let me know. You got any suggestions for other videos? And yes, that is a lilac. It's a late bloomer. It blooms through June. It's called Pinkini. It gets a little bit bigger, but not much. I love the color and I love the compact size. And my pink snowberry with the matching pink lilac. So some of the yarrow's blooming. That's the other thing I got to take out. So the paprika yarrow, as you can see, just I don't know what's going on. But both of them, I got this one wired up too. It's just I'm gonna let it bloom, and I'm gonna either take it out or cut it all back. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yep. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Add comments, questions. Thanks for watching.